Welcome to Seven Dooms for Sandpoint. Chapter 3, Whistles in the Dark, Episode 33. It has been a day of downtime. Each of you has taken the afternoon to see to various tasks. Some working to earn a little bit of coin. Speaking of which, Velynia, you can add 3 gold to your
Yay!
coffer,
Thank you.
your coin purse for a day's work. You didn't break anything, so you have a net win.
I'm improving.
Some of you serving as a bit of a chaperone. Natalin serving as chaperone for the young Bryn Trennell, going to see her friend Solara to Bill, a Druish woman who is going to teach. It's hard to say that with a straight face.
Sorry.
Who's going to help young Bryn figure out his abilities with wild song, as it were. Some, such as Millie, choosing to spend the day preparing for tonight's meal and meeting a new resident of Sandpoint along the way, a new merchant who sought you out specifically to give you a small quest. Some choosing to investigate. Lumi investigating her rapidly growing, at this rate exponentially growing, collection of Thessalonian texts, and spending much time learning about the ancient ruins beneath Sandpoint and trying, albeit unsuccessfully, to make some changes in the type of magic that the Hellstorm focus is driven by. And Icselo, the town guard, the deputy to the sheriff, choosing to investigate some leads and having a bit of a run-in with somebody from his past, but somebody who has chosen a very clearly different path in their life. It is now
Cult. Okay.
it is now evening, or coming towards the time dusk when you had all agreed to meet at the White Deer. Who arrives first? And let's just go around and treat this almost like it's an introductory session. It's not. We've seen your characters before, but this is something different. You're meeting at a new location. You're going to a dinner, to have dinner with friends. So, you know, what's different? Do you dress fancy? Do you dress down, up? What's your attitude or your mood as you head into this? And I'll let you choose the order in which you show up.
It's just the White Deer. It ain't Buckingham Palace.
It's nicer. It's
I'm just
nicer than the
saying.
Rusty Dragon, right? It's just not as nice as, like, you know.
Well, we
Buckingham
established that the Rusty Dragon Inn is sort of the Applebee's, I guess, of town. It's the popular place, the eating good in the neighborhood. I don't know why I said Applebee's.
Did you just say Applebee's, Baron? I fucking saw you.
Even though he was muted, I caught a hint of derision in the phrasing of Applebee's.
A byproduct of playing this game is I'm mildly okay at lip reading now.
But it's the Rusty Dragon is sort of like it's the place everybody knows and everybody goes. There's a couple of places that are more divey, and then there's the White Deer Inn, which is a little typically the more conservative crowd that wants a quieter dining and drinking experience. It's quieter in. It's away from the markets, away from the main streets. It's in the cathedral district, so things tend to be quieter up here. So who shows up first? Oh, I guess we know who's there first because she's already there. Is Millie. So I don't know if you want to go first or if you want to wait and go to describe the place, or do you want to go first?
I will just do a quick blurbo, and then people can start arriving.
Okay.
And then I'll do my big dinner blurbo after everybody's there.
Oh, I can't wait for dinner blurbo.
Blurbo.
Is that like a combination of Airbnb and Verbo? It's like, wait, there's it's where people from out of town look for a place to stay.
No, but I imagine that Millie, hung a little sign on the outside of the door that basically said, closed for private event.
No admittance, party business only.
We'll reopen at 10 p.m. or something like that, because she can't just lock that shit down forever. Garrett would not stand for that. And then she has pushed all of the individual tables that are around the dining area together to make like one ginormous table that she's, modestly set. And and she's in the back making her final adjustments and whatnot. Garrett's looking over some of the stuff that she's done, and he like kind of dips little finger into stuff, and she's like smacking his hand with a wooden spoon, like, Garrett, no. And then people start arriving.
Yes.
Who's first to dinner?
Honestly, I think Velynia wants to get food and is pretty pumped about dinner with made by Millie. So I think she would have, if this were the Rusty Dragon, she just would have come straight from work and not changed her clothes. She changed her shirt in reverence. It's a clean shirt, and she just kind of comes in and sees that Millie has this table set. Is Millie like hustling and bustling in and out of the kitchen like fast?
Oh yeah. You can hear some words coming from the back. That's not for you, it's for everybody. What are you doing? Garrett, go sit down.
Am I supposed to starve?
All right, here, have. She scoops out some vegetables. Here, have this for now.
I imagine
a little thing to tide you over.
I imagine at first there are like rolls sitting out on the table, and as soon as Velynia comes in, she reaches for one, and Millie at that moment is saying to Garrett, "Don't touch! Those are for everyone!" And she like jumps back a little bit, like thinking it was for her. And then she kind of like realizes that it wasn't, and just sort of like smiles to herself and kind of just quietly and politely pulls out a seat. And I would imagine like the chair next to her, while it's empty, while nobody's here, she pulls the chair out as well and like kicks her feet up and puts her feet on this adjacent chair as she just kind of waits for more people to show up and trying to stay out of Millie's way. This is definitely a too many chefs situation, and she doesn't want to pester her.
When you say Velynia changed her shirt, are you showing up like in full armor?
No. Okay. I'm anticipating a gentle, nice dinner.
Okay, perfect. Who's next?
I have my sword. Sorry.
Lumi. I think Lumi is pretty early. I think that she does the thing where she knows that she was going to be late, knowing how scatterbrained she is. So she preempts it by being ungodly early to compensate. As she's like finished wrapping up her shenaniganry down in the basement of Sandpoint, that is tampering with the Hellstorm flume. She returns to the cathedral. She gets changed and puts on her nice flowing tunic with the color little floral patterns on it, and heads over to the white deer, and as she steps in, she realizes how early she is. I think she'll go over to the kitchen to see you, Millie, and she's not really there to help you cook, but she'll ask, like, "Oh, is there anything I can do?" And I imagine you're like, "Oh, no," obviously, right? Like, you're like, "No, just go sit or something."
Hello, darling. Come, really quick, scoot. And Lumi just thrusts 2 baskets full of sourdough rolls into your hands. Go put these on the table, dear.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait. And then she puts a couple of the things of butter on top of the baskets of the rolls, so now you have to balance.
And Lumi kind of peers around this giant tower of buns and butter that you've given her. She's kind of scoping out the counter for any baked goods, any little treats that might be little rolls or something. And if she sees something that's really tasty, she's gonna turn around and she'll snipe and grab it with her tail.
Yes. Yes.
As she carries this precarious stack of buns and butter to the table.
Lumi got an oatmeal cookie.
Oh, of course. Yum. Her favorite.
Love it.
She loves these oatmeal cookies. And she'll try to she'll place down the buns and spread out the butter, and she'll grab a little cookie and munch on it. And I think so. Velynia, you're already there, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. I'm just sitting out at the table.
No, and then she'll kind of do a little sheepish wave and continue to eat her cookie and go back to the kitchen.
I would lean up and I would say, I can't help but notice, Lumi, is that butter? Is that butter in? Okay. As good as of a cook as Millie is, these are bone dry. Could use some butter.
And she'll stand.
Are you away from the table? Are you bringing this shit or no?
Oh no, she's already placed it. She's already placed it on the table.
Oh,
she's
okay,
back
good.
to the
I thought
kitchen.
you were being all coy with the butter. Okay, great.
No. She's headed back to the kitchen. She's kind of standing in the doorway, and I think as she's munching on this cookie, if you have your back turned, she'll go and grab another one. She's definitely spoiling her supper.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's not letting me do it for some reason. I'm going to just grab a screenshot of this. I have a map that is the white deer.
Yes.
I wasn't able to get everything set up in Owlbear Rodeo yet. But I'm going to take this image and I'm going to share this in the public Discord. So if somebody could share the Discord link again in chat, so those that are with us in chat can view this. I'm envisioning that the area to the lower left is sort of the area where all the tables have been pushed together. The kitchen is in that upper right corner. Either that or, and I kind of leave this to Tamiko since the white deer is your domain, either that or the uppermost, what shows as a bar on the map. There's actually 2 bars in here, but in my mind, that bar that's all the way up nearest the kitchen on the top part of the map could also be sort of where a bunch of tables are put together for a banquet area. Your choice, either the lower left or up in that upper area.
Oh man.
The lower left, definitely, because
and those are stairs, those little double areas. So there's an angled set of stairs that lead up into that. This is a Cracker Barrel. I just realized that's what this is. This is an Applebee's. This is a Cracker Barrel. Okay. So I wanted to make sure you guys had this to help so we're all on the same page when it comes to visualizing the white deer. Like I said, I will have these as part of our Owlbear Rodeo Sandpoint set. for a lot of places.
Monte Cristo bursts through the door, running out into the dining area where you guys are, and Monty, no!
Oh God.
That darn cat! And you see he's got a big old piece of bacon hanging out of his mouth.
That's awesome. Does he do that thing that cats do where he just goes like so fast, and then when he freezes, he's like looks around for a second, he swishes his little tail and then takes off again?
Oh, I imagine that he made a beeline for Lumi and is sitting under like Lumi's chair, eating his bacon because he knows Mama ain't gonna go through Lumi to get to him.
I also think that as this plays out, that's where the front door opens and Lene, Tavi, and Ellis. I think it was Ellis. I just totally lost the youngest name.
Ellis.
Lene, Tavi, and Ellis enter. And Lene immediately sets Tavi and Ellis at the table, and just kind of looks down at him and says, "Now, you two behave yourselves. I'm pretty sure she's got her sword." And she kind of gives you a wink, Velynia. And then Lene immediately turns and walks into the kitchen, grabs an apron off of a hook, puts it on, and immediately looks at you, Millie. "Where do you need me?"
Oh, thank goodness. Brisket and vegetables need to go into the individual tureens for serving. Tureens are there. Tureens are there. Brisket is here, and the veggies are still in the cauldron.
And I think as as you're saying this, she's immediately taking stock of where everything is. Garrett comes by, trying to take advantage of you being distracted, goes to grab something, and Lene smack on the back of his hand. And as he tries to maybe grab a piece of brisket or something, and she reaches over and grabs a cooked carrot and shoves it in his mouth like a cigar.
That's adorable.
Who is next to arrive? Natalin or Icselo?
I'll go. I think if there was an agreed upon time, I'm probably about 15 minutes late. I tried. I did. I think Icselo is wearing probably a loose, kind of just like tunic shirt, some well-fitting trousers, a belt. He doesn't carry a weapon. Maybe some boots that have seen some use, but they're nice enough. His hair is pulled back, just out of his face. He did bathe, but he's casual.
Did you bring Lyra with you?
That's the exact question I was about to ask.
Oh my God. Please say yes.
I'm gonna say I would
Or
say sure, she can be with me. She's probably
You know what? Here's what we're going to do, Baron. We're going to roll a D100 and determine if your ex gave you any guff. And we're going to say there's a 20% chance that Cassie... It's Cassie, right? I don't know why I'm forgetting Cassandra.
No, Clarissa.
Clarissa.
I forgot her name.
She explains it all.
Yeah. There. See, now I have a mnemonic. So yeah, we're going to say there's a 20% chance that Clarissa insisted that Lyra had to be at the Scarnetti mansion. So I need you to roll a D100, and then I will roll.
Do you want me to say it out loud, or do
Yeah.
you want to roll first?
You say it out loud. 44?
Yeah.
So if I get between a 34 and a 54, Lyra is not here.
Okay.
No!
Exactly 34.
Fuck her.
Damn.
So, so this is right on the edge, which means Clarissa is pulling a power play. I will allow you to make an impression. I'll give you a diplomacy roll to see if you can convince her.
Oh wow, because it's right on the edge. That's a great.
Yeah, because it's right on the
great
edge.
adjudication there, bud.
There's probably a reason why. Never mind. I'm gonna let the dice talk. Let's see what we get. Diplomacy roll, go. 19 on the die for a total of 21. It was flirting with a 3, so that's pretty
So
interesting.
diplomatic.
Yeah, I think in your conversation with Clarissa, it became clear that it was just another night at the Scarnetti mansion. There's not any particular reason. She was just pulling a power play. She didn't want you during what should be her time. She didn't want you to take her, but also it didn't help that Lyra, as soon as she got wind that there were going to be other kids there, and there's a special meal going on that's not at the Scarnetti mansion, where you don't have to use the proper silverware. She was also convincing. So yeah, Lyra's with you and is very happy. And I think as you walk in, Lyra spots I think she spots Monte Cristo first. And she goes running over, just going, "Kitty!" And as soon as she gets over there, she looks at Tavi and Ellis and goes, "Hey, you've got a chicken." And then looks at Tavi, who doesn't have a chicken, and says, "I'm going to go this way. You go that way." That's the extent of their introduction, as they are down on their hands and knees and trying to get close to Monte Cristo. So 2 of the kids are under the table. Ellis is peeking under the table along with Cluck Norris.
Oh my god. Yes, I keep forgetting about Cluck Norris, and every time it's a wonderful surprise.
Also, I want to point out, for those of you that, and Tamiko has made her incredible notes publicly available in a read-only version in the Discord. She named the whittled chicken that Icselo was given.
What did she name it?
Chicken whittle.
Fucking
I
stop
about
it.
lost it
missed
when I
that.
saw that in the notes.
That
Chicken
is
whittle.
so delightful. Chicken whittle? Are you serious?
It's amazing.
Well done.
You know what?
Oh my.
I need to design a carved wooden chicken with the words "chicken whittle" on it. T-shirt.
This makes me want to take up woodworking to create chicken whittle.
Where's my pen? I'm gonna write a note to myself that we need a chicken whittle T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just a bunch of chickens with all of the names, Cluck Norris and.
Oh,
Names.
yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like a grid.
Yes, like the lineup of them.
Or just not even a grid, just chickens, little black and white drawings, the chickens doing what chickens do. What is that called? Scratching, pecking at the ground. And just all their names, yeah.
It's a great
Okay,
idea.
perfect. And one of them is a whittled chicken. Perfect. Natalin, you have Bryn with you. When do you arrive?
So it was dusk before we even left. So we've got to walk back. So I imagine it is actually just getting dark, and maybe the mamas are not so happy because we haven't returned yet when we actually come through the door. There has been no time to change. So Natalin is wearing what she kind of always wears. So she's in her teal and light blue flowing garments. She's got a navy blue cloak on. And again, she's inside, her braided hair. It's got like the seashells and things through it. For some reason, even indoors, she still looks like she's being rained on at the moment.
That's awesome.
But she comes in and she goes immediately up to Bryn's parents, and kind of
Linnea's the only one that's there.
oh, where's he?
The other one never came. She stayed at the
She
farm.
never came?
No, she stayed at the farm.
Oh, okay. Then she goes up to Linnea and just kind of like bows to her and says like, oh, sorry we're late. We have much to discuss, but we can do that after dinner.
She looks at Bryn, who smiles up at her, and he looks like he wants to immediately kind of like gush about everything that happened, but it seems as if some of his day one lessons are already taking hold as he kind of holds back a little bit, and takes a seat. If there's a seat available, I think he tries to sit next to Velynia.
Yeah, I'd say I would see him kind of eyeing the seat that my feet are on, and I would put my feet down and gently pat the chair next to me.
He looks with interest at his brothers and the new girl, and kind of looks under the table. But with that, I'm a teenager now. I'm not gonna crawl around on the ground. But there's a small part of him that looks like he wants to chase the cat too. Everybody is now present. Millie, what's for dinner?
Millie pops her head out and goes, oh, it looks like everyone's here. Who's ready to eat?
Oh, yes. Velynia would look longingly at whatever's about to come out of the kitchen.
You hear a bonk on the table as you hear Lyra go, meat, ow! And comes out from under the table in a seat next to her dad, kind of rubbing her head. Me, I'm ready.
That's awesome.
Oh, we've got a full house here. All right, let's do it. And Millie pops back into the kitchen and pops out a second later, carrying a tray with a bunch of tureens and dishes on them. And Lanai follows with a similar setup. And she puts on the table some more little crockeries like the ones that the butter are in, but these are steaming. And when the lids are lifted off of them, you see that there are whole roasted garlic bulbs inside these crocks. And Millie said, oh, you can spread that on your bread. I would have brought these out sooner, but I didn't want everyone filling up on bread. Which you would. And then there are the tureens. The ceramic tureen dishes are filled with the slices of red wine braised briskets nestled in a creamy like shimmery gravy with enormous chunks of carrots and potatoes. There are, what is it? There are sides also. So there's also plates, bowls with family style with rosemary and thyme roasted baby potatoes. There's what is it? Garlic and pepper green beans. So basically, like Millie sauteed up a bunch of green beans with garlic and some what is it? Some like mildly spicy peppers. Oh yeah, baby. There
Sounds so
are
good.
whole halves of broiled heirloom tomatoes that are covered with fresh made mozzarella, and what is it, with some a couple of basil leaves on there also. And Millie makes sure that everything's laid out and says, "Oh, good. Well, this should get us started. There's some Treatos for dessert when we're finished."
You don't say. Oh my god. Oh.
I think as everybody starts dishing out, passing things around, I think Lanai grabs a plate and puts a little bit of everything on a plate and disappears into the kitchen momentarily, placing a plate of a little bit of everything for Garrison in the kitchen. And then she will hang up her apron and go to join everybody. I think she's going to first tend to primarily to Ellis. Tavi is old enough to pick his own food, and you know, Bryn is taking things as it's passed around. I think Icselo, you see that Lyra is kind of at odds with herself because she wants to just start reaching for everything, but she also is being brought up at least part-time in the Scarnetti household, and she's old enough that some degree of the forced protocols, etiquette, I guess is the word I'm looking for, seem to be winning out. I'm just going to roll a d20. If it rolls under a 10, she breaks decorum.
Oh no.
Surprisingly,
Stiff upper lip.
Lyra is not grabbing or taking large amounts of stuff. Icselo, give me actually anybody who wants to, but Icselo for sure, give me a perception check.
16.
18.
19.
20.
Oh. All we need is a 17 and we have a straight. Sorry.
Lyra does restrain herself, and partly you notice that she is peering around Icselo and looking towards Tavi, the 13-year-old, and kind of seeing that he's kind of a little more reserved, and is not only is he passing things, he's making sure that he checks with Lanai and Ellis before he passes the dish on. And as a dish comes by, you see she leans past you, Icselo, and kind of looking, and then she takes something and she goes, "Did you want some of the garlic for your bread?" Dad.
Oh my god, what a sweet angel baby. I love her.
I would love some. Thank you.
And she very much is like kind of almost mirroring Tavi in being unusually polite at this meal. You've seen this girl forget to even use silverware at your house. And
It's funny that she forgot. She optimized eating.
there's generally the closer the dish is to your face, the quicker the food can get into your gullet.
Well, if I reduce
Obviously.
the time that my hand has to take to get from my plate to my face,
Which one of the kids is feeding Monte Cristo under the table?
Which one isn't?
All
Yeah.
of them.
All of them.
probably not intentionally either. Just messy.
Yeah, I think for Ellis, it's accidental. Tavi and Lyra are absolutely passing pieces of brisket and whatever else under the table. I think Monte Cristo is just sort of, with them spaced out, is just kind of sitting under the table, looking back and forth, waiting to see which hand comes down, and is all about those table scraps.
Public service announcement. Garlic is bad for cats, but we must remember that Monte Cristo is not a cat. He is a familiar.
It's different. 100%.
So,
Otherworldly being.
are there any... This is the first time you've all gotten together in several hours, so what are you all talking about amongst yourselves?
Oh, I met the nicest man today. He came by the White Deer while I was taking a little breaky. He's the new shop owner of the Feathered Serpent. Are you all familiar with that shop?
Yes, I thought it was closed. No?
Well, it is. It's under new ownership now, and a new name, the Cat's Meow.
That's quite a name.
Well,
Who's
the
the owner?
proprietor is some guy.
That sounds
Quite
like a
a
riveting interaction.
character. Quite a character. Very dashing. Very, very. What is it? Very well traveled. Oh, and what is it? He has a job for us if we're interested. If during there's some stuff he wants us to keep an eye out for while we're doing our stuff on the Devil's Platter, and he will pay us quite well if we're able to find some of the items he's looking for.
Oh? What are the items?
Little gadgety things. He's got a gadget that looks like a uncooked chicken, and it's missing some of its parts.
Oh. Did he leave you a diagram of any kind, or is that description pretty much it?
That description's pretty much it. But I mean, how many bits and bobs of clockwork things could there be? She said, probably regretting this later.
You're probably right. Maybe, if we come across it, then we'll just snatch it up and bring it back, and maybe it'll be it. And maybe we'll go see him before we go back to the Devil's Platter, see if he can sketch us up a little diagram. That would help.
He may not know what they look like himself, since he just took over the shop and got that item as part of the deal.
That's a good point.
But it wouldn't hurt to ask.
True. Millie, this is absolutely delicious. Everything's wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, it's no bother at all. I don't understand. People say all the time that it's hard to make a brisket right. It's not that hard. You just have to cook it low and slow and never let it dry out.
And I imagine Velynia is just then eating like a particularly juicy piece of the brisket. And like, it's so good. She doesn't even like hear the last little bit of what Millie is saying. It's like Millie's voice fades out because this is just insanely good.
I really want a brisket now.
God, I know, dude. Now
I mean,
I'm hungry.
this whole meal, I can see and almost smell and taste it. I want brisket
Later
so
on,
bad.
I'll toss my reference recipe into the chat.
Dude, yes. So it seems like Millie had a busy afternoon of getting us new quests and opportunities to make money. What about the rest of you? Icselo, are you going to introduce us to your new little ward?
See, I was thinking about it. We were like already eating dinner. I feel like I would have done that before.
I think we
ate
would have
dinner.
all. I was
You
just
know, I
to
would
say
have
we-
been like, you know, quickly.
Who's
we'll
this
eat
kid?
and go. So I assumed
no one.
kind of introduced you. I mean, I imagine we would have came in and I would have said, you know, this is Lene, Bryn, Tavi, Elise, Velynia, Millie, Lumi, Natalin. And
She immediately, Lyra would have immediately gone, Dad, I'm never going to remember any of that. Tavi, Ellis, let's get the cat. Immediately remembers the kids' names.
That's the best.
that's
Go on.
Lyra.
Oh, she seems scrappy.
Yes. Scrappy.
Does she give you the fits?
No, actually, I've never met a more well-mannered,
Yeah, the wrinkles,
positive attitude child I've ever met.
the wrinkles in
really-
your forehead tell a different story.
Yeah. They get into mischief. Curiosity is a wonderful thing, I guess. He says with a bitterness.
And as the little kids bop around, Velynia does. It's Lyra, right? Lyra is your daughter. Is that
She's apparently
Kaeryn checked
distracting him.
Lyra? Yeah. No, he's just stop running around. I told you 3 times. Yes, Lyra does, just in her demeanor and how she's kind of misbehaving, reminds Velynia a little bit of herself. And she's just kind of like, Velynia is kind of joyfully watching the kids play.
Bryn. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, outside of doing my best to keep up with her, I got some rest.
Very good.
Bryn will, having eaten some of his food, he kind of looks to you, Natalin. Miss Natalin, is it all right? Is it all right if I tell I keep going into this like faux British accent. They're farmers. Is it all right if I tell Ma and the others about some of what happened today? About what I learned?
Well, of course.
Thank you. And he kind of says, immediately starts to just starts going on. I learned from Mr. Bill started teaching me all about Wild Song, and she's what's called a primalist. And Wild Song is when the what I hear with the wind and the trees and the grass and because kind of being able to talk to some of the animals and like Ophelia. That's all part of this natural kind of magic called Wild Song. And I guess I got the Wild Song in me, and I could. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm learning how to discern the different ways in which Wild Song can be heard, and I already today learned that there is a difference in the way the trees sing versus the grass, and even different flowers and different types of plants, and he just continues on in that way for a little bit, just kind of explaining. It's like the first day of school, you know, just a kid who's very excited about what they're going to learn about, saying, and then kind of as after a few minutes, you just hear, and Mr. Bill said that if I can learn how to do some of this stuff, one day I might even be able to turn into animals. And then the other boys are like, Ellis is like, you mean you could turn into a chicken? Well, if I wanted to. Or you could turn into a cow or a horse? Yeah. And Tavi goes, he'll probably turn into an ass. And Lene cuffs him up the back of the head, and there's a little bit of laughter. Lyra laughs at that. But there's a good few minutes of Lanai listening very intently. I think you can, those that are paying attention, see that Lanai is genuinely interested in hearing all of this, and there's a mixture of pride and just a little bit of sadness as she listens to him talk.
When Bryn winds down a little bit, and the conversation is about to pause or whatever, that's when Natalin would turn to Lanai and, Mr. Bill was, I believe, impressed with Bryn. She wants to teach him, train him. She'd like him to come back within the next fortnight and stay the summer with her and train.
Oh. The whole summer.
The whole summer.
Well, that's, and she looks to Bryn. That's so exciting.
Oh, God.
You're gonna learn a lot this summer. It sounds like you're very excited about what Mr. Bill has to teach you. And to you, well, we plan to stay another day for market, and then we're going to head back to the farmstead. So we'll make sure we all get some good Bryn time over the next week or so. And we'll bring him back. He's 16. It's about time for him to figure out what he wants to do in this life, and if he's gifted in this wild song, then perhaps that's the path before him. But I guess he won't know until he tries it out, sees if that's where his heart truly lies. He'll be in good hands with Mr. Bill.
He'll be in very good hands. And Natalin goes to reach and, touch this poor woman's hand, and then kind of thinks better of it just before she does, and pulls her hand back. He won't be that far away.
I understand.
But it is time.
I understand that. He won't be very far away, but this feels like the first steps on his journey away from the farmstead. And don't get me wrong, I fully understand that. This is something that we've known is coming for a long time, and we are prepared for that. This is right. Morella and I knew sooner than later. Well, if it wasn't this, he was bound to start getting the itch to find his way out in the world. And no offense to you and y'all and what you do, I surely didn't want him taking up adventuring at this age. But I'm glad we met y'all, and I'm glad for all the help that you're providing to him and for us. And that she reaches out to you and puts her hand, just sort of takes your hand and squeezes it.
As soon as she touches me, she gets a zap.
Oh, God. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
She's like, oh, static. But thank you. Thank you anyway. She kind of rubs her hand a little bit.
Natalin looks a little bit sheepish and looks down. But then tries to kind of like brush past it because there's nothing she can do about it at this point. He'll be in good hands.
I believe that.
Well, who's ready for coffee and cobbler? I made a blue and blue with the blackberries and the blueberries and some fresh clotted cream.
Oh, yes, please.
Lumi's been like sitting back in her chair. Her belly is like so round from like eating so much of the food, and like she has like that look, like this pained look on her face of realizing that she completely forgot about dessert. As her ears perk up, as you can see just like the battle in her brain of like, I want this, but I'm so full.
As Millie is hustling and bustling into the kitchen to get the delightful dessert, Velynia leans over. I don't know where Lumi is sitting in relation to Velynia, but she would lean out and be like, I'm going to take a wild stab and say that you spent the day reading. And
I did.
Anything good?
Well, yeah, actually, those books were a trove of information.
Anything good?
Well, I don't want to count eggs before they hatch, you know, but it's looking really promising.
Secretive as ever, Lumi. Or should I call you that? Apparently Lumi isn't even your real name. And I kind of like look around at like specifically Natalin, Millie, and Icselo. And then back at you. Apparently you are more full of secrets than any of us ever gave you credit for, dear.
I'm not full of secrets.
You don't. You told us Lumi isn't even your real name. So what is
I
it?
thought that was. Dude, you know it's a nickname, right?
No.
And she like looks around for like anyone to kind of back her up on this one.
And I look around to make sure I'm not the dipshit in the room. To like, it's like, no, right?
Natalin's just looking at you like how do you mean you didn't know that it was not her real name?
Fuck me. Am I the? What is?
I mean,
what
I've
is
known
Millie
Lumi since she was
say?
13. Or like for
That's
13
fair.
years, right?
Tabby
Millie just kind of looks at Velynia and shrugs. Oh, I didn't know either, dear.
Thank you.
Tabby looks at you, Velynia, and goes, I didn't think Lumi was her full name. My name's Tavison. Bryn looks over at you and goes, my name's Brindle.
Oh my
Ellis goes,
God.
my name's Ellis. Lyra goes, I'm Lyra.
Oh my God. All right.
Well, so for
Roll
your
call.
education, Vel, or maybe what, short for Velynia, huh?
Nobody's called me Vel since I was a girl.
Lumi is short for Lumiera, an old Varisian word meaning starlight that Father Xantus named me.
That's beautiful. What? Does nobody call you by your full name? I've literally,
Well, it's a bit of a-
literally never heard it.
It's a bit of a full mouthful. And well, Lumi just rolls off the tongue so much better.
Lumiere.
And I like it anyways. No, you can't be saying that name or else I'll think I'm in trouble.
I won't. Do you have a middle name? Then you know you're really in trouble.
Well, I'd have to ask Father Xantus about that.
Well, we've all learned something new today. How about that? And Velynia, I imagine, is not drunk but buzzed at this point. Been having some I imagine, I can't help but imagine Millie served some like warm brandy with this delightful meal.
Sure, because Tamiko forgot to put drinks on the menu.
Warm
Which
brandy
is
feels like it
wild
fits.
Wait,
for me.
wait.
It was BYOB actually.
Somewhere I need to port it over. I actually created for the Scribes and Scrolls, I created a very full drink list that was broken down by ales,
Oh,
meads, wines.
I remember. Very
So,
comprehensive.
it's an extremely, and we even had mimosas on there.
Yeah.
As dessert and drinks are being passed around, whether brandy or coffee or what have you, as a reward, I've made the decision, because y'all don't seem to want to use these to buy them. I'm going to use hero point cards like inspiration.
Ooh.
And because
Gonna give them to
Tamiko put
us?
this incredible meal together, and I want you to have a benefit for this meal, I'm going to award each of you 1 hero point card. Now, I have
Yay!
this set up. You don't even have to roll because I built this as a randomizer. So, I'm going to go around the overlay here, and I'm going to award you, and just make a note of your number. Afterwards, I can make sure, because I have all of these in a spreadsheet as well, I can make sure that you have information to put on your character sheet. Lumi. Critical
Ooh.
moment. Play this after rolling a check. Reroll the check twice and take the best result. This is a fortune effect. If you still fail this check, you become doomed 1. It's called All or Nothing. Make a note that you got number 32.
Oh, I can use that on the flu.
Oh,
Yeah, you could. So make a note,
What a-
32, and following this, I will make sure you've got something there. Velynia.
Yay, what wonderful
Number
thing am I
3.
gonna get?
Flash of Insight. Play at the start of your turn. Until the end of your turn, you gain an automatic knowledge for any one skill. If you are already have automatic knowledge, when you use that feat to attempt a recall knowledge check this turn, use an outcome 1 degree of success better. If you use this to learn about a creature, you gain twice the number of clues about its abilities. Trust
Sick.
me, I know this. So, number 3, Flash of Insight.
Got it.
You get Lumi's power.
Millie.
Pretty much.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
smart.
it's kind of like you've learned from Lumi.
Yeah.
Millie. Number 9, Reckless Charge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, reminder, these are transferable.
I said those were for everyone.
Yeah.
Play after taking...
Hey.
You play this
Hey,
after...
Cari, tradesies.
You play this after
Good.
taking 2 consecutive stride actions, make a melee strike. You are flat-footed until the start of your next turn. Was that wise? No, but it worked.
Hey, Cari, tradesies.
Can we trade?
Yes, they're transferable.
What did you
I'll
get?
trade with you.
This
I got
was-
number 3. I'll take number 9.
Okay.
I'll give you the full breakdown of everything when we settle up.
Imagine Millie charging into battle with a fork.
Icselo. Shoot through, rather. Number 46. Play when you are about to make your attack roll for a ranged strike. If the path of the strike goes through another creature's space before reaching the target is flat-footed against the attack, and the other creature doesn't provide cover.
Ooh,
Never saw it coming.
that's
Number
badass.
46.
But with the spear.
Nice.
My God, remarkable.
And Natalin. Hasty Block, number 26. Played when you are hit by a physical attack and you have a shield within reach and a free hand. You interact to draw and wield the shield and then use it to shield block against the attack. After the attack and block are resolved, the shield is torn from your grip and lands in an adjacent space. It was the best I could do. I'm going to just make a footnote to this, make a note of this. This would apply for you if you choose to keep it as an improvised shield. So if there's something nearby that you could use as a shield reasonably, you could apply that with this particular card.
That's great.
So
That's great. That's a cool one.
There
Those
you
were
go.
great. Thank you, Jake.
And
thank you, Tamiko.
These actually come from the official Paizo deck. I'm going to be pretty stingy with these because there's only 52 of them. But I want to make it count. This seemed like a good place to use them. You all gain this benefit. I would like to, following that, seems like a perfect place. Tamiko and I were just talking about how for some reason I don't take breaks anymore during these games. But unless I have to pee, because I can't just get up and walk away during the game. So we are going to take a break here. A very brief break. Apparently we used all of the tavern music too because the music stopped.
The band is peeing. That's why we have to take a break.
Yeah, the band's taking a break. While everybody enjoys dessert, we are going to take a short break. We will be back in about 10 minutes. So we will see you on the other side.
Don't forget to tip your waiter.
And we're back. I like to think that during the point where dessert has been laid out and the brandy and the coffee's been served, Kaeryn has appeared and is sitting at the table, kind of away from everybody else, but he's just sort of sitting nearby, staying out of the way, and probably positioned as far away from both Lanai and Millie as possible. But he kind of came out to help himself to some of the dessert, pour himself a glass of brandy, and then kind of looked back at the kitchen, looked back at the table, and then just pulled out a chair and sat down. Anybody else? Is there any other specific conversations or anything you want to bring up? Lanai is looking like she's wanting to talk to somebody. So, I want to give you all the opportunity first.
Well, at some point, Millie would congratulate Bryn on, on his meeting. Well, congratulations. I hear like that. That sounds like it went quite well. It's really quite fun once you get a hold of your powers and you're able to control them a little bit better. Why, I remember when I was younger, I was a little bit of a mess. Spells never went the way I wanted them to.
Bryn's kind of smiling, and when you say a little bit of a mess, kind of gives a little bit of a, like, I think that's going to be me. And I think kind of simultaneously, while this conversation's happening, Tavi kind of jumps up and goes, "Oh, I almost forgot. And goes over to you, Lumi. And reaches into, I just picture Tavi wearing, whatever the Sandpoint equivalent of bib overalls is, and pulls out a gun.
Oh my god.
I almost forgot. The king sends his regards.
Jesus Christ, this is the other shoe.
Reaches into the front pocket of his overalls and says, I made this for you today at the market. And sets down in front of you a probably about 2 or 3 inch tall kobold made out of acorns and acorn caps. And he's taken his whittling knife and he's formed one of the acorn caps into a little star knife.
Oh my god.
Oh my, this is amazing. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you.
I had to use
She'll give a hug.
I had to use a little bit of pine tar for glue to hold it together, and he's just kind of going over how he explains how he built everything.
That's so cool.
And then Bryn kind of looks at it as that happens while you're talking to him, Millie, and Bryn goes, "Oh, I learned this." And he looks over at the little figure that was placed in front of you, Lumi, and he makes a little whistle sound, and it has like a almost like a little bit of a tritone, and it's just a short melody. The closest equivalent I could come up with is it's very much like the Legend of Zelda, very brief, but as he does that, he reaches out and he touches the top of the little acorn Lumi, and a single green leaf comes off of the top of the little hat on Lumi, the little acorn cap, just a tiny little leaf, and says, "Mr. Bill taught me that."
That's incredible. Wow, you should be so proud of yourself. And she'll like stand it on the table, and posing it and stuff. This looks amazing. Thank you so much. I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna cherish it.
Tavi seems very satisfied that you enjoyed this. Lanai, I think, is kind of had gotten up to. I imagine she got up when you brought the dessert out to help sort of serve. Maybe you're serving the dessert onto little plates, and Lanai's passing those around to everybody. And then once everybody's served, she takes one and she reaches for coffee first, and then kind of gives a little shrug and pours a generous glass of brandy instead.
Good
and she
for her. Go
she
crazy, Lanai. Your
she
wife's
sits
not
down
here.
next to
She
you.
ain't driving.
She not going
Right?
anywhere.
She sits down next to you, Millie, and she said, "We had a pretty good day at market. We've still got some produce left, and enough to see us probably through most of the day tomorrow. But every time we come to market, I kind of keep my ear out and just listen to whatever the latest scuttlebutt is around town, and find out who's doing what and who shouldn't be doing what."
At the market.
Well, yeah. You think we just deal in produce and crafts and whatnot? All of the merchants, we deal in rumors and tales and gossip. That's our currency. And
Awesome.
I heard tell about what happened with that painter. Apparently you and some of y'all had something to do with the painter. Do you know he's at the market now?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he set up a stall and he was doing selling some of his art, but he was also doing portraits for people. That man can paint very well and very fast. I swear, sometimes I look at those paintings and it almost looks like they're moving.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, well, let's hope they're not. We don't want to go through that again.
But I noticed there was something that kept running through the market. Different people telling different versions of the same story. I must have heard it at least a half a dozen times. A couple of them were from farmers out in the hinterlands. A couple of them for people right here in town and living on the outskirts. People are saying that they're seeing a shadow against the black night sky that briefly blocks out the stars. And some have said they've heard something on their rooftops. And a couple of them have even said they seen hoof prints branded into their roof tiles.
Oh, how odd. And how unlikely. How could a horse even get up onto a rooftop?
Well, that's what I said. That farmer Mueller, the guy with all the donkeys, seemed to think that given enough inclination, one of his donkeys could have found their way up onto the roofs, but they ain't got hoof prints as big as some of these people are saying. Let alone hoof prints that be branded into roof tiles. But it's nothing I've seen. But, you know, you hear the first couple times, it just sounds like a tall tale. But this was something I heard from at least a half a dozen different folk at different times throughout the day. And it was just worrisome enough that I thought I'd mention it to you in case you thought something of it. If you think it's nothing, though, I ain't gonna trouble myself with it no more.
You think maybe someone's going around with a hot horseshoe and just a prank, maybe?
I mean, and she kind of looks over at probably sitting in the corner of the room on the floor is Tavi, Lyra, and Ellis with what looks like they're putting... It almost looks like they're trying to pit Cluck Norris and Monte Cristo in some kind of a fight. But, but I think given Monte Cristo's familiar nature, he's less inclined to want to fight. And it's a bizarre thing with the kids sort of playing with their with these two animals. She kind of looks over at them. She says, you know, I wouldn't have put it past Tavi or even Bryn once upon a time to do something of that exact nature, but that doesn't explain the shadows against the night sky. And the disparate nature. Maybe if it were just a couple of farmhouses, I'd think my boys could be up to something like that, but...
Well, I've not heard anything about it, but to be fair, we've been a little preoccupied the last day or two. Even before we went out to see you at the farm and everything that's happened over the last day.
Yeah, that reminds me. There's another piece of scuttlebutt I picked up. That Karn Scarnetti does not like you.
Millie rolls her eyes with her whole body.
Like, I don't mean just in general. Like, he seems to despise you. Like, you in particular, Millie.
That man needs to get a job, like a real job, not whatever it is he's doing right now. He's too much of a busybody.
Well, he's got the ear of some folk in town. Seems like whatever you did that set him off. A few other people were talking and seemed to be swayed by him.
Well, people are going to believe what they're going to believe. And,
Well,
you know, I mean, right now, Kaeryn and I do a little dance where he rallies his supporters together, and then I smash the support to pieces, and then he's on his own and he just has to go do it again.
I wonder if
It's
this
like a
isn't...
terrible little dance.
It's a weird way to put it. Is this like some kind of a... Is this some kind of like weird flirtation between the two of you?
Oh my god.
Oh, heavens, no.
I'm
I should hope
sorry.
not.
I mean, if it weren't for the absolute horseshit that comes out of his mouth, he might be a handsome man.
No, I don't see myself having any interest in somebody with that dark a heart. That new fella that came into town, though, is quite intriguing. I'm not sure if you got to meet him at the market.
Oh, the are you talking about the gentleman with the big hat, the cat folk?
Oh, yes.
6 days into summer?
Into summer, he's called.
Yeah, he's quite a character, and he seems... I liked him.
Quite a charmer, that one.
Like, you just thought he had a nice personality, or did you kind of think there was something special about him?
Oh, well, it's a little too soon for me to form any of those opinions, but
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
he
That's a yes.
he did make me feel a little lit in the face.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't never really been one to be swayed by the gentleman, if you catch my drift, but I do recognize a handsome feller when I see one. And you could do a whole heck of a lot worse, especially if it came down between that 6 days in the summer and Kaeryn Scarnetti. And then she kind of looks at you, Icselo, and goes, no offense if there were any to be taken.
Gonna raise his glass. None taken.
That's awesome, dude. That is so great.
There is it's probably been a couple hours. It's getting close to, but not yet, time to reopen the White Deer to the general public. When the door opens. As soon as the door opens, Garrett, you hear he was kind of reclining back in his chair, glass of brandy in hand, was eyeing not a second but a third piece of that dessert. And when the door opens, he immediately sets the glass down, feet on the floor, stands up, walks over towards the door as somebody walks in and says, sorry, still closed for a bit. You see the sign out there? And all of a sudden you see Garrett stumble back from the door and kind of fall backwards over a chair.
Oh no.
Record scratch. Several individuals come walking in. There are a total of 7 people that walk in. One person leads them as 6 more file in. They're all wearing hooded cloaks. And they walk in and kind of spread out a little bit and kind of walk into the area where you all are. And the one that was leading them steps up those 2 stairs that lead into that little area where you've got this set up, and reaches up to pull the hood back, and you see the one hand bandaged heavily as he pulls his hood back, and you see Kellen Varm standing there. Well, I see you all sitting here feasting, having yourself a fantastic meal, filling your bellies with food and drink, as if the terrors of the night do not matter to you. He looks to you, Icselo. Do you smell it now? The brimstone. Do you smell the blood on the wind? One of the hooded individuals walks towards the end of the table and kind of looks at Lanai and you, Millie, and reaches out and just sticks his hand in the dessert tray, scooping up a bit of it and just stuffing it in his mouth. You know what they say, Icselo. The blood remembers. Sandpoint is drowning in its sins, and it is anchored by its lies. But you don't have to worry about that. He's coming to judge the faithless. The blood remembers. We're here to make sure the blood never forgets this place. He's going to judge each and every one of you. And I am his vessel.
I draw my sword. I draw my sword. I draw my sword. I'm sorry.
He turns to a couple of the individuals and says, grab the children, kill anyone else that resists. And they immediately start moving to take the children.
Oh, these fuckers.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
I'm gonna say let's roll for initiative.
Let's fucking do it. Hell
Now
yeah,
I don't
let's
have
go.
Owlbear Rodeo set up. But what I'll do is what's that?
Might have been me. Sorry, I had to unplug and plug in.
Sorry. Let's see. Icselo, what'd you get?
24.
God damn it.
There you go,
I
Velynia.
don't know why I started with Icselo, but
So slow.
here, let me do this. Because you guys put your stuff in chat here. We've got Natalin and Lumi with 26, followed by Icselo with the 24.
Can I use a domain dice on a initiative?
Any die roll.
I think I'm gonna, because that's really bad and not realistic. That's better. That's a 27 now. I'm gonna go ahead and take that because that makes me happy.
All right, Velynia with a 27. We've got Millie and Millie. It's the only one of that group.
Millie and Millie.
With a 22. Millie, will you roll a d20 and add 6 to it?
D20 plus 6 is 22.
Lanai has a 22. Somebody roll a d20 and add 7 to it.
Not it.
Anybody?
I'll do it. Fuck it. Hey, ooh, add what to it? A 7?
7.
She got a 26.
She?
Oh.
That's
No.
Garrison.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Icselo, roll me a d20.
9.
And that's going to be 9 plus 17. So that's a 26 for Kellen. Natalin and Lumi each roll me a d20 and add 5.
That's a nat 1 plus 5, total 6.
Okay. One group of the cultists or the disciples has 6.
Oh, I rolled a 2. It was almost a 20, but it rolled over to a 2, so it's a 7.
And 7 for
Nice.
the other. Okay. So, looks like our order is going to be Velynia is going to go first.
Awesome.
Natalin, Lumi are going to go second. Kellen is going to go third. Garrison fourth. Then Icselo is 5. And lastly, we have Millie. No, not lastly. We have Millie and Lanai going at the same time. And then last in the order is the Devil's Disciples.
Losers.
So, Velynia, you see
Great.
these, and all of the children, all 4 of the children are non-combatants, obviously.
Oh.
But you see that the disciples are all making a move. And as a reminder, 3 of the children, Bryn being the only exclusion, were already away from the table, gathered with the cat and the chicken. The things you say in
Okay.
D&D. So, Velynia, what would you
Okay.
like to do as we start this action sequence?
Amazing. I want to go straight for Kellen, as he presumably is making a move towards the kids.
He's not
about-
making a move towards
Oh.
the kids, but he's just standing there, having commanded them to
Okay.
take the children and kill anybody who gets in the way.
I still want to go for Kellen.
Yeah,
Just fuck
go
him,
for it.
that's why. I would. How close is he to me? How far away? Within 30 feet?
Yeah, because you're all
Okay,
in.
then.
Everybody's going to be within 30 feet because
It's
you're in that
enclosed
relative
space.
small space.
Okay. So I am gonna get to him as one of my actions, and I'm gonna try to hit him with my sword, which is out, because I said so. Here I go. Fuck. That's a 19 to hit him.
So you are going for Kellen with a 19 to hit.
Yes.
You come rushing at him with your sword, and you use what kind of sword?
Short sword. A+1 weapon striking short sword.
Okay.
Finesse weapon.
You charge at this man who has not drawn a weapon. And you swing your sword at him, and his reaction is to do this.
Oof.
He literally just moves out of the way as you swing and miss.
This enrages me. I want to try to hit him again. This is my last action.
Okay.
Here I go. That's much better. That is a 29 to hit him.
That will be a hit.
Great. Is it a crit?
It is not a crit.
Fuck. Okay, here I go. Bum ba bum. Nice. Very nice. That is 15 points of damage.
Okay. So yeah, as he kind of moved out of the way, you follow through and bring your sword back around, this time catching him in the side. And as you slice into him, cutting this cloak partway, you catch a faint hint of blood and brimstone. And
like the blood, don't
as
like the
he starts to bleed, he just looks at you in this close proximity and he smiles.
Wow. If it can bleed, it can die. Go get him, team.
Okay, that was your stride, and then you took 2 strikes, so that's you.
I'm done.
Natalin and
That's me.
Lumi, you are both up next in the initiative.
I'll let Natalin go first.
So there is no hesitation. Natalin stands and in the loudest, boomingest, most horrendous voice you hear her yell, "No one touches the children." And at the same time, she is casting a spell. The lead group that's going towards the children is where this is going to be aimed on. It's a 10-foot burst. So it's going to catch them, hopefully, however many you can get in that 10-foot burst.
You'd be able to get 3 of them.
Yes.
Perfect. They are blasted with this noise of "Don't touch the children." It's going to deal sonic damage to them. They get a Fortitude saving throw, DC 21.
DC 21 fort save. The first one gets a 19, so that's a fail. That was weird. When I made the dice disappear, that's when the stream caught up, so it looked like the dice slid from one onto the stream. I'm the only one that could see that, but that was pretty cool. The second one gets a 17. So, almost a success. And then the third one,
Oh, that one might have made it.
he was kind of on the edge of that group. So that's going to be a 23 for him. So he's a success.
Okay, so success is going to take half damage.
Okay.
The other 2, the fails, they will take full damage and will be deafened for a round.
Okay.
Full damage is 17 points
Oh, wow.
of sonic damage.
So that's
Below
17
their eardrums.
and then 8. Okay.
And then for my final action is to move so that I'm between the children and the men.
Nice.
So they have to kill me, I guess.
Doing so
Yes.
will leave Bryn alone at the table, because the other 3, Bryn was at the table, the other 3 children were by themselves. Just so you know, you're leaving Bryn.
Yeah, Bryn's an adult. he's just come of age.
Well, he's not alone, right? Like, aren't
No, he's still at the table with those that are still there. Although Velynia also left. I'm just checking the deafened initiative sound. If you perform an action that has an auditory trait, it's a DC 5 flat check, or the action is lost. Okay, good to know. Okay, so you've taken your turn, Lumi.
All right, who is in melee with them, or is no one in melee?
Velynia's in melee with Kellen. That's the only melee engagement thus far.
Oh, okay.
I will.
There is a group of 3 of the cultists were heading towards the children, were affected by this loud booming voice from Natalin, and Natalin interposed herself between the children and the group of 3. The other 3 were starting to head towards the table where Bryn is. And they were all drawing machetes or daggers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in melee to go with Velynia to try to like make him off guard, if possible.
Atta girl, let's fucking go.
Drawing my Monarch. So that's 2 actions. Action to draw, action to stride. Third action, I will try to strike. Which will be... Why is it not rolling? Here we go. I have to click the roll button. That's why. An 18 to hit.
An 18 to hit against Kellen would normally miss, but you've made him off guard by flanking him. That will be a hit.
Nice.
Awesome. I will then deal 11 points of
Hell yeah.
slashing. And that
You
is
attacked
okay.
with Star Knife.
Monarch Star. Yeah.
As you strike him, he looks down at you, taking this wound, and looks at the wound that you create, and just smiles at you and says, "The blood remembers."
Ick. To coin a phrase from another game, ew.
It is Kellen's turn.
All right, bitch. Let's see what you got.
He is going to... He is going to take a chance and pivot around Velynia so that he's taking a chance that you might have a reaction to be able to opportunity strike him, Lumi, as he pivots around Velynia, putting himself... basically pivoting around so that the two of you are sort of in front of him now. Do you have a reaction that you can take?
I have no reactive strikes.
In this pivot, he moves his uninjured hand from under his cloak, and you see there's a dagger in his hand. And he smiles broadly, holds the dagger up to his mouth, and slices his tongue.
Ow.
He will take 1 damage doing that. And then, as he does that, he sort of inhales through his teeth, the blood sort of making this sickening slurping sound. And then exhales burning smoke. That's going to catch Lumi and Velynia. I need you both to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh, man. Okay. Reflex. Here I go.
15
Ugh.
reflex.
I also got a 15. Terrible.
That is a...
Terrible.
just a regular failure.
Okay.
So you are going to take... You are both going to take 6
Owie.
plus 8 for 14 plus 3 for 17 plus 1 for 18
Ow.
fire damage, and you are both sickened from how intensely this smoke burns you with agonizing pain.
Ouch.
That took all of his actions to do that to the two of you. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, sorry, you just had a regular failure.
Shit.
So that was Kellen at 3. Garrison is going to run to one of the 3 that that was attacking or moving towards Bryn, and Garrison comes running up and he picks up one of the heavy no, actually, I don't think he even runs up. I think he just reaches down and picks up one of the heavy pewter mugs off of the table.
Clunk.
And chucks it at one of the guys. That's an actual ranged attack that he has. It's a pewter mug attack.
That's awesome.
So he's
That's
going to
awesome.
get a +5 to that. It sails past and clatters off of the wall. He's going to try another one. Whoops. He's going to try to do that again as he picks up another mug. And this time he reaches down and grabs the mug, and as he goes back to throw it, the handle breaks off of it, and the mug kind of clatters backwards as he just looks at you, Millie, and he's like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Does he actually say that?
Yeah.
Speaking's a free action. Millie says, "Go get Father Xantis!"
Yes.
He goes, the priest? Yeah. And he is going to, he's gonna run. He's gonna run.
Because Zaddy's like what? Like a level 7 cleric or something?
Yes, he's gonna come in here and wreck shit.
So let's see. The temple is pretty close by. Millie, roll a d4.
Way to know the geography, Tamiko. God damn.
You're muted.
Of course I am. Because why would I just sit around? Roll a what now?
Roll a d4.
2.
It's gonna be 2 rounds before Father Xantis can get here.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Icselo. It is you.
Natalin is in between the cultists and my dog.
One group of 3, and your daughter. Yes.
But between my daughter and myself is Kellen, piece of shit, Kellen.
Yes, and he just breathed. He just breathed danger smoke on Velynia and Lumi, and they are not. They did not take it well.
And there's 3 cultists coming towards the table as well, right? I just
Yes, the
like
3
this-
that
yeah.
the 3 that were heading for Bryn that Garrison attempted to
Tried.
hit with the mug. None of them have been injured.
I would like to attempt to grapple Kellen
No, perfect.
and attempt to restrain him.
So that is a
I think it's an athletics check against your fortitude DC, is what a quick Google has revealed to me, but I'm not.
yeah, we can go with that because I'm not seeing it on my quick cheat sheet here. So you're making an athletics check. Let me just. I'll do this. I called it a grabble. Yeah. DC Fortitude DC. So, yeah, go ahead and roll your athletics.
I rolled really low, but I have a really high athletics, so I got a 19.
So you run over. What was that? Did somebody just whisper something?
Yep.
I did. I said we have dice. We have
It
dice.
was Baron's conscience.
Oh, Kaeryn is saying domain die. Domain
The
die.
voice of God speaks to you, Icselo.
So let it ride, or do you want to re-roll?
Let's re-roll it. I'll use a die.
Atta boy, let's go.
Okay, so that's gonna make this. I'm gonna go from to that. Whoops.
Oh my god, so much higher.
Also
30.
apparently. So a 30 is a success, but not a critical success.
And the target is grabbed, which means they are off guard and immobilized. You can attempt to manipulate action while grabbed. You must succeed a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost. Roll a check after spending the action, but before any effects are applied.
And then does it say what the escape DC is? Whoops. You attempt to escape from being grabbed and immobilized. Choose one creature, object, spell, effect, blah, blah, blah. Attempt to check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect, which is typically the athletics DC. So what's your athletics?
I have a plus 13 to athletics.
So your escape DC is 23 if he attempts to escape that. And he is let's see, check using it's the unarmed attack modifier. You notice, Icselo, as you grab him, you grab hold of him and he turns, blood running down his mouth from where he cut his tongue. You smell the blood and you smell the brimstone. And with him, with your arms wrapped around and holding him in this grab, you also feel his bones shifting beneath his skin.
Hate it. Amazing.
Oh man. So imagine that's a move and action. Can I?
Yeah, it's a stride and an action, so you still technically have one more action left.
Go get him.
Can I grab a chair with my? If I have a free hand, I guess it's up to you. If I'm able to do this restraint with one arm.
The rules of grabbing somebody specify you must have at least one free hand, which implies that you only need one hand to grab somebody. So I will say yes, you have a free hand.
So I think I just have this guy in a serious chokehold right now, and then I want an improvised shield made out of a chair.
Yes.
Holding the back of a chair. Like Lion Tamer style, maybe. I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm picking up
I'll
what you're
allow
putting
it.
down. I can
I'll
see
allow
it.
Which in theory would give me a +2 to AC, or is it
I'm
+1?
I'm gonna say, because I don't see improvised shield, I see improvised weapon.
Natalin has improvised shield of some
Yeah.
sort.
I'm-
Her
You
cool-
said the word
with her
instrumental
cool new card.
improvised shield earlier, and I was like, well, I should be able to do that
Yeah.
too then.
That's neat.
I think because you are military and specialized, I'm going to give you the full benefit of a shield. A chair is a
Yeah.
big enough object and can function in such a way that you can use it to shield yourself. But it also
Period.
has a very small, very low hardness and HP, as it were.
Mhm.
So it's something that could probably only withstand a couple hits before it breaks, depending on the types of hits. So that is your third action, Icselo. That takes us to Millie and Lanai. Lanai is looking. She looks at the group with Tavi and Ellis and Lyra and sees that Natalin is already over there and what she's done. And she makes a quick decision to move toward Bryn. And as she does so, she's going to run past two of these cultists. And you see her pick up, kind of taking a cue from Garrett, she picks up two heavy mugs. And as she runs by them, she's going to basically clobber him in the head with these.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have her make 2 attacks. As she rushes past. So she gets a +6. So she gets a 19 on the left.
Nice. Oh my god.
And a
what
26
stud.
on the right.
What a badass.
Versus the disciples. What did I say? A 19 and a 26. Not a crit. But those are both hits.
It's from all that work with the hay hooks.
So she is going to do. She is going to do a total of 5 points of bludgeoning to each of these guys. Of 2 of them. And then she kind of she does this as she runs past them, and then she sort of slides around the corner of the table and interposes herself between these 3 disciples and Bryn. Bryn, who is doing his best to look brave, and he looks like he's trying to whistle, but has suddenly forgotten how to whistle. He's too nervous. He's literally sitting there going,
Poor guy.
that is going to take us. Well, Millie, that's you on the same.
Go get him.
Okay, so is it she did it, so it's feasible then to get over to where Bryn is.
You could go. You could go
group.
around past the disciples, or you could go around the other side of the table.
Sure. Question for the group:
Yeah.
damage or crowd control? It's one or the other, not both.
What is your crowd control idea?
Just call it.
Okay. Oh
damage or
god.
crowd control.
You
Crowd control. Crowd control. Crowd control is my vote, but it's a democracy. What do you guys think?
I'll agree with crowd control. We got a Lumi.
Yeah, we got Lumi's and Velynia's
Right.
and Ixelos for damage.
Millie's going to jump. Is going to kind of scurry around the table also. She's not going to go. She's going to go the other direction because she saw, we're kind of going both ways. Froop, right? But she's also going to put herself, on the other side of one side or the other of Bryn and his mom. so that I've got a good line of sight on the 3 guys that are coming at us. And Jacob, I have a 15-foot cone. Will I be able to hit them all?
Yes.
Magnificent. So I am going to be casting Gust of Wind, which is a... Nope, hold on, that's a different spell. I'm going to be casting Shockwave,
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Shockwave.
which is the 15-foot cone. Unless they're standing in a line. Are they standing in a line? Because then I can use the line one.
I mean, they're close enough that it could be considered a line.
I want to do Gust of Wind then, actually. I'm going to be doing Gust of Wind, which is a DC 21 Fortitude save for each of them.
Nice.
And what is it? Their degree of success or failure determines what happens to them.
Okay, so
Something
it's a
will
DC
always
21 fort.
happen. DC 21 fort, and unless they critically succeed, something happens.
Oops, that's the wrong stat block. There we go. So number 4 gets a 27.
So regular success.
Number 5 gets a 21.
Which is a regular success.
And number 6 gets a
Come on.
23.
Well, the bad news is nobody gets knocked prone or goes flying. The good news is the creatures on a regular success cannot move against the wind. So they cannot advance any closer to
Oh,
us.
okay. Yeah. So you don't hurt
that's
them,
Awesome.
but you're definitely all of a sudden they look like they're mimes. Their cloaks are blowing back.
Hell yeah. That's
And I think that as that happens, you see that the cloaks, their hoods get blown back, their cloaks are getting blown open, and you see they all are wearing similar clothing, almost like a uniform. It's pieces of armor that looks to be crudely forged. They parts of their armor and their clothing underneath, you catch a glimpse of flames licking at the edge of it. But your strong wind is, while fanning the flames, it's strong enough that it's basically like something that has a fuel source that you can't quite put out, but it's really struggling to stay lit. Okay, 1 round until Father Xantus is able to show
I have
up.
an additional action, Jacob.
Okay.
Oh, get him.
And with that, Millie, with the wind blowing from her body, is going to say,
You think you were going to touch our kids? I don't think so.
and you can choose any one of the 3, but I'm used demoralized, so that's going to be what is it? DC 21 will.
So it'll be...
Oh, wait. I think I do it. Choose a creature within 30 feet of you. Attempt an intimidation check against their will DC.
So it'll be
So
number
I'm
6, who's, of the 3 of them, he's probably the one that's closest to you. So you're rolling versus Will?
Oh, yep.
Okay.
That is going to be a 28.
That is a
Oh my
critical
God,
success.
He pissed his pants.
He might have pissed his pants. Who could say?
Millie's eyes go white.
It's
like-
this shit, baby.
It's
so
like that. It's like when
Critical success.
it's like when Galadriel is offered the ring.
You would have a queen.
He's frightened too. Till my next turn. Boom! Mic drop.
What a badass.
So
What a great turn.
yeah, so he has a -2 penalty to all checks and DCs. Yeah, you freaked him the F out. That is 1 round until Xantus can show up. And we are at the top of the round. Velynia, it is your turn. Icselo has, next to you, has with one arm, he's got a chair in hand, and he's holding onto the form of Kellen, who you can see as... it's very similar to get the look on his face. It's the same wild, maniacal look as Brad Pitt in Fight Club when the owner of the club shows up and tries to stop them and he lets them beat the crap out of him. He's got blood all over his face from this slashed tongue. But you also see, as you look at him, you see his cheekbones, or the bones beneath his face are starting to shift and around his eyes, and it almost looks like they're just reconstructing themselves. And as he opens his mouth, his teeth, some of the teeth fall out of his mouth as new sharp teeth begin to form.
Oh yeah,
sharp,
I want to kill him.
Not shark, sharp.
Which are sharp sharks.
Yes.
Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and strike at him because that's terrifying. And yeah, here I go. God damn it. 16.
He'd be off.
He's off guard, but a 16
guard,
still
so-
does not hit.
All right, I'm attacking him again. Here I go. That is significantly better. That is going to be 25 to hit him.
A hit, not a crit.
Okay. Do I get my sneak attack damage?
What is? I'm not 100% on how. I think it just has to be flat-footed. So yes.
Correct. Yeah. So okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure.
Or sorry, it's off guard now. But
Off guard now, but I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Okay, so I get number of dice increase. Yes, super duper. I get 1 extra d6. Awesome. Here I go. Damage. Ooh. 4, and then so that's 10 plus 4 is 14 plus my sneak attack damage. Wait, your enemy can't properly defend itself. You take it. I swear to, it is 1d6 extra. So plus 5. So 19 total on that one.
okay.
I do
Yeah,
have
this
one
time
more.
you sink your sword. It's kind of like the first time you struck at him. He was fighting against Icselo, and Icselo sort of tightens his grip around him and holds him steady, and you just plunge your sword into his belly. And as you do so, holding on to the end of the sword, you can feel these bones that are shifting are kind of pulling at the blade as
Ew.
you might have pushed between some ribs, and now those ribs are kind of pushing against and reforming
Ugh.
as your blade. So you stick the sword in, and it's kind of like being wrestled around as you hold it in, and then withdraw the
Gross.
blade.
I want to attack one more time. Here I go. That's a nat fucking 20. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, sick. Here I go. So, we do max damage and then roll, right?
No, that's
No?
D&D. You double
sorry.
your damage. You roll your
Double
damage and then
damage.
double it.
All right, here I go. Damn. Okay, so that's 15 plus sneak attack again. Do I get a sneak attack twice or no?
That I don't
Is
know.
that just once per?
Let me check.
I
Could you-
feel
I'm
like
pretty sure-
you
I'm pretty sure you do.
should.
I
believe-
want to say I
I believe
do.
because it's precision damage.
Right. Okay.
Is it called sneak attack in your character sheet?
Yes.
Yeah, it is sneak attack.
Yeah, it gets doubled. Yep.
Okay. Amazing. All right. So then in that case, that is 40 points of damage on our good friend. 40.
So you drive your blade in again.
His attitude is pestering me. So I do
And-
extra damage because I'm pestered.
You not only slice into his belly, you slice open his belly,
Oh.
spilling blood on the floorboards of the White Deer.
Yeah. God. Oh God.
And he
Oh,
looks
no, I'm
down.
so sorry.
And as he looks down, he suddenly looks right at you, Velynia, with the Kubrick stare. The blood remembers. I am your servant.
Oh God, no.
Natalin and Lumi get to go before
Fucking Baron's just enjoying his snack down there. He told us this would happen.
Baron's literally just like the popcorn eating meme.
Ooh, this is interesting.
I'll let Natalin go first. Unless
Yeah, so when I hit them with that blast, did they look like it hurt them? Did it look like, do they look hurt? Do they look just bothered?
The ones you hit with the auditory blast?
Yeah.
Oh
Are
yeah,
the
there's
ears
blood
bleeding?
leaking out of the two that failed. The blood is leaking out of their ears. They did not enjoy that at all.
Okay, then I'm going to do it again. As I yelling again, basically, in my thunderous voice, I'm telling them to get back. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. Please make a fortitude saving.
Okay,
throw.
fortitude
DC
save
21.
for Disciple 1. That is going to be a 21.
Which is a success.
Disciple 2 gets a 25.
Also success.
And Disciple 3 it's 24. So they all succeed. They seem to be a little wise, even though they're deafened. They're covering their ears.
Perfect.
So you're going to do
So-
half damage to them.
Yeah, half damage. I rolled 14, so they'll each take 7 more sonic damage. And then I am going to glare at the first person in the line, and do the same trick that Millie did.
Try to
Demoralize them. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be versus their will.
Yes. I rolled a 26.
26 is a regular success.
So that is frightened 1 on the first guy.
Whoops, wrong group.
And he just gets to see my eyes spark and have mini thunderstorms in
Yeah,
them.
you see that this
Cool.
this cultist holding his hands to his ears, blood leaking through the fingers of his hands, just looking with wide eyes from you to Kellen, and like looking like he's trying to find the exit. This is a guy who definitely knows he effed around and he's finding out. Lumi.
Yeah, Lumi is going to use her first action to try to break her sickness condition, to make a fortitude save against it.
Mhm.
That is.
Is that just
was repeating this?
That's just a DC 15, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's against the DC of whatever sickened me. So against the noxious breath.
Mhm.
Well, I got a 24 on the fort save.
It's a save.
Cool.
Nice.
And then she's going to continue to slash out with her star knife, I think.
Badass. Get him. Get him.
Mhm. Critical. Nat 20 for a total of 34.
Yes.
Okay.
20. Let's go.
So I get to do
That putrid smoke really pissed us off.
20 plus a d6. That's 23 slashing.
Did you throw that or is that melee?
Melee.
That's your double damage, your crit damage.
Yes. Yeah, that is. It doubled.
So, Lumi, as you swing around, and as Velynia pulls her sword from this crit attack, you follow through, almost like the two of you choreographed this, swinging your star knife and just spinning, and it's like Velynia moves out of the way, sword above your head. You don't even have to duck. You just move under and in place, and the star knife slices through. And has anybody here seen Lovecraft Country?
Bits and pieces.
Okay, so if you saw that, there's a scene when somebody changes their form. It's a very graphic depiction of skin tearing and sloughing off and a new form emerging. You have basically you did something for Kellen. You have destroyed his human form.
Oh no.
Icselo, you lose your grip as you are still holding on to the upper.
Is he large or smaller?
I'll tell you in a moment. You feel his form change, and you're basically holding on to his cloak and all of the, or most of the skin of his upper body, as he is still medium-sized.
Molting.
But what drops to the ground is this gore-covered parody of a humanoid form. There's no nose, eyes sunken in, bald head, spines running almost like quills down his back. Long forked tongue between sharp rows of teeth, muscular arms ending in claws. He's dropped to the ground in a crouch, and you see a tail unfurl, and across his back you see two leathery wings unfurl as he stretches and
That's the worst. That's the worst.
I have to, whoops. I need, for some reason I have, oh, I know why. Never mind. Nope.
Hey, well, Jake looked something up. Why don't you check us out on redbubble.com. At redbubble.com, we got all kinds of great logos like the one I'm wearing and so many others. You can get logos for your fantasy games or our Kids on Bikes game here at this channel. There's almost always a deal at redbubble.com, especially if it's your first time shopping. You can get our logos on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, pillows, all kinds of other great stuff. So check us out today at redbubble.com.
I need all of you, including the 3 non-deafened cultists, to make a will save as this creature cries out in this space.
Will save.
I'm going to roll for my 3 disciples. Success. Wait. What is their will? I don't want to just assume that's a success. They have a 7, so he rolled a 15. That's a fail. That's a fail. Oh, come on. I keep clicking it too fast. And that's a critical success. So one of the disciples is not affected. Let's see. These numbers would be your will saves. It looks like, Icselo, you're the only one who succeeds.
Oh, God.
Wait. Lumi, that 18 is yours?
And mine.
Yeah, 18.
Okay, nobody critically failed, which is good. But have to. Everybody except for Icselo is now You, oh jeez, come on. You are all now frightened 2.
Ooh.
That's nasty.
Also,
Just for the audience at
Icselo,
home, because what is that? What does frightened 2 mean?
Frightened 2 means you take a -2 penalty to all of your dice rolls, except for damage.
All your and DCs.
Yeah, DCs and attack rolls, skill checks are -2. It'll drop at the end of your turn by 1. Icselo, you are immune to this effect for 24 hours. Given the nature that a day can last multiple sessions spanning weeks and months, make a note of that. Lumi, it's still your turn. This was sort of a reactive thing that happened to your critical hit.
And I think, like, terrified of it, she's gonna try and, like, strike at it with her last action. Though not nearly as effectual as she might hope, because of the frightened condition. But that's still a 24 to hit.
You strike out with your star knife, and this creature in this crouched form is looking right at you. And it makes it almost looks like it glitches that it moves so quickly out of the way. You miss it with a 24.
Wow. Okay. That is my turn then.
It is now Kellen's turn, or the
Artist
avatar.
formerly known as Kellen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the avatar of the Sandpoint Devil is going to make a... It is going to make a claw attack at Icselo, a claw attack at Velynia, and it's going to attempt to bite Lumi for its 3 actions.
If it gets a bite of Lumi, that's like half of Lumi. She's just so small.
So, Icselo...
Oh my... Oh. I was about to really gloat in his face.
Let's see. So that is... I'm burning a special edition Domain die to reroll that.
I hope you get worse. I hope you get a 1.
So, does a 24 hit you, Icselo? With your improvised shield, you're muted.
You're muted.
Well, a 24 would hit me with armor, and I'm not wearing armor,
Okay.
so yeah, I would say
Okay, so you are going to take... From this claw attack, you can take 6 plus 5, so 11, 22 slashing damage as it rakes across you with its claws.
Question.
Yes.
I was still down damage from the goblin fight. Would
No,
I
you
have-
weren't. We've rested since then.
That was
Yeah.
the question. Okay.
Velynia
Okay. Yeah.
does a... Hold on. Burning another Domain die.
I hope you get worse. I hope you get worse. I hope you get
Worse than a
1.
5 is possible. You got a 6, one better. Does an 18 hit you?
It does not. I'm so nimble without my armor on.
It takes a
ironically.
slash at you, and I think there's sparks as it strikes your blade, coated in Kellen's blood, and sparks. And for a moment, it doesn't persist, but for a moment, the blood on your blade catches fire.
That's the coolest shit ever. I want it to stay on fire.
And then it is going to turn to Lumi, and it is going to try to bite you. With its multi-attack penalty, that is still a 24 to hit Lumi.
Yeah, 24 very much will hit me.
So you, as it bites down on you, you are going to take 6 plus 4 is 10. 21 points of piercing damage, and you are grabbed.
Okay.
In its jaws. That is the end of the Sandpoint avatar. That takes us to... I think as this thing bites down on Lumi, with everything that's happened and Lumi sort of releasing the avatar from Kellen's body, and then slashing at Icselo, just missing Velynia, it roars and then clamps down on your arm with the star knife that was attacking. And we see, as it bites down, we see these rows of sharp teeth sink into Lumi's shoulder and arm, and blood begin to spill. And even though it's got most of its jaws clamped around Lumi, we see that long forked tongue snake out and lap at the blood leaking out of Lumi. And just a deep, low, guttural growl. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh, God.
There's enough left in this fight that I don't want to carry us too much longer. This is sort of going into close to... We're hitting overtime. And
enough left.
You know what else there is?
He says, we've only
You know
killed
what
like
else there
one,
is,
two
Jake?
dudes, maybe.
Yeah.
Jake, you know what else there is?
What?
The dice on your face.
Oh, it's literally right on my face.
Just throwing it out there for the outro.
I wish this dice roller had like a timer on it where I guess I could do that, because these are done. I have to look at how it's set up. I might be able to set it up as a multi-action and have it like go away after a certain period of time. Yeah, we are going to...
We're kicking ass, team.
We are going to pick this up at the start of next week's session. I wish I could say that I pulled one over on you, but you guys knew you weren't going to have a full session of quiet dinner.
I actually thought we might have. I was thinking about that actually.
I was
on the
like,
break.
no,
what a
here's the
cozy
thing.
session.
We thought you were going to do something, but we didn't think that you were going to go whole ass douchebag, knowing that most of us weren't wearing armor. Not that it matters. I'm never wearing armor, but
that was, I felt like maybe I should wear armor, but then I'm like, that's a little too meta-y. I can't.
I walked into that trap. I knew it was happening, and I had to oblige.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the willingly walking into the fray.
Ding, ding,
What are you wearing?
There's no subtle way to say, are you wearing your armor? Wink.
Are you dressed up for the dinner?
But I wanted it declared.
Like, what you did was like, oh, I imagine all of you are like trying to like, dress in some like nice clothing for the dinner. And then that kind of like made us all like think about what we'd be wearing to the dinner, which means we'd establish in the canon what we're wearing when the fight breaks out. So
right, because
I see your genius.
Yeah, I didn't want to not have it be spoken out loud so that when we get to the fight, people are like, well, I would have worn my arm. And not that any of you would have done that, but
I rip off my dinner gown and underneath is my plate armor.
Very, very comic book movie. You just suddenly you rip off your dress that was clearly a strapless, and suddenly you're wearing your entire full armor set. No, you can thank Vi for the degree of danger of this fight. Vi, you have helped me to overcome my fear of hurting the PCs in the way that you mercilessly attack us in your games.
You should not be modeling your freaking DM style after
good.
Violet.
Listen, I'm watching campaign 4 of Critical Role.
Yeah.
And I'm
Vi
taking a
plans on
lot.
her campaign's going for like 5 sessions.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, Lunchbox, since you're in the fucking chat. I hope your December's cleared up because odds are we're gonna be commissioning more fucking artwork from you.
Listen,
I like you said you're modeling your combat after me, Jake. We just had a TPK in our Sky Metal
I'm
campaign,
aware,
right? Like,
but I'll also point out the leader of this little soiree here, Kellen Varm. Somebody went poking around in somebody's business earlier in the day, so you might point your fingers at somebody else.
Baron, if you had just let them do their cult shit behind their
not
closed
there.
cult doors.
You don't know any of that.
I know.
I went home and I rested.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I don't blame Baron for this at all.
You just blame me.
But-
I'll take it all.
Well, see, at some point during that conversation,
I'm
I
so
wanted to
sorry
be
you
like,
brought your daughter, motherfucker. Like,
Oh, did you bring your daughter? There's a 20% chance he didn't. Totally fucked in hindsight.
like to me, that's an extra layer of uncharacteristically mean for Jake. Like, you rolled that you didn't bring your daughter to this bullshit, and he's like, well, we can
listen.
make that happen for you, Baron.
I can't wait to go
Like,
back and see the glee
the
when
fuck?
Baron succeeded that check. Because
I mean, you could go back even further where I don't often do it in this. I guess I have been doing it more, but I did point out that in the content warning that we might see harm to children or children endangered.
Both games. Both
I love
games.
it.
Tamiko's so angry.
Tamiko got so upset she got
mad.
gated.
I'm mad. Like, this
No,
is
As you should be.
bullshit.
As you should be.
I'm just worried now that this improvised shield is not going to do much against the demon that is within arm's reach of me.
Well, it's taken one hit already.
Hey, and Zaddy's about to bust down that
Look,
door.
I'm mad because I think that half of us at least are going to die, and those children are going to get taken.
That's my next
not.
character. What do you mean?
They're not going to get taken today.
No, you got 7 days to sit on this until we have our
7
next week's
days to
session.
do what? Change my spell list? That's not something I can do, Jacob.
That's something.
Jesus.
No, I was
fucking
saying
shit.
too, I've been watching campaign 4 and I'm learning a lot from Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Oh,
Not
good.
from him either.
No,
I like it. I think it's good.
No, I'm ramping up the stakes a little bit. So a little bloodshed pairs nicely with brandy and what did you call the dessert? Blue and blue?
I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm mad.
It was blue and blue.
You mean to tell me this campaign's not lo-fi and doom anymore?
Oh my god.
You
called-
ruined my dinner.
It's called
I'm-
Seven
ruined
Dooms.
my friends anymore.
You ruined my dinner!
That delightful thing was supposed to be the highlight of this night, Jake.
It was.
And-
You all
and,
got. I gave you hero point cards.
It doesn't help.
There's visceral over platters now. At least we got to eat our dinner first.
Yeah.
So-
And then I got sickened, and I'm gonna puke right after this fight.
I would like to give a shout out to Baron and Cari, who both re-upped. Baron for 27 months, Cari for 54 months. Getting yourself a couple of Domain dice, and Baron gave me one of those that I used. And shout out to Lunchbox rating a little while ago with 18 viewers. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to everybody hanging out in chat. I love seeing all the conversations happening, even though I can't take part in it. I do greatly appreciate that. Before we go, I want to say a final thank you to these amazing players. No matter how mad they get at me, they love it. They keep coming back. I will accept that. Thank you, as always, to the incredible Vi, Kaeryn, Tamiko, Cari, and Baron, without whom this would just be me talking to myself for a couple hours. With that, we're going to end the stream the same way we end every stream. You can say it with me if you want. MTD.